Welcome back, guys. What are you guys up to today? We got the Little Mermaid in the building, and we got the minute kit. This is actually video two. I did a regular minute kit application with just the nudes, but I lost the phone until now. So I'm just going to put this one out first with the encapsulating, and then we'll go back to the original tutorial. So here's the instructions and what you get in the kit. This comes with our minute kit, and it goes into depth of what you're going to be needing to do. You're not going to have any questions after you read these instructions. This is actually another minute kit set that I did. I just filed them into stiletto. I used the XL long coffin and filed them into stiletto. I figured I would show them off because it's a great fall design. So in your minute kit, you're going to get a 4 fluid ounce monomer. It's E.M.A monomer, low odor, a light sweet scent. You'll get a monomer dropper, and then you're going to get two 1 ounce jars of nude acrylic. Now you get to choose which nudes you want. You'll have an option of about 5 nudes for each choice. So you're going to build your own kit, and you get the option of whether you want clear, milky white, eat my peach, nip slip, quite a few nudes, punani power, and then you get 600 piece full cover coffin tips. You get 180 grit file, a size 10 signature Kolinsky brush from Criminal Claws. You get a cuticle pusher and a pumice stick. So going through the instructions, we are going to size our tips, and then we're going to etch the inside of those tips. Now this is our mini minute kit. This comes with 2 fluid ounces of monomer and nude tips, and then a 1/2 ounce of clear acrylic. Isn't those jars so cute? I love our new labeling. So we're going to stare in awe at the beauty of our products. And then we're going to go in, we're going to push back the cuticles with the cuticle pusher or pumice stick. Now, I fell in love with this pumice stick. It is great for getting out all that crud up out of the cuticle area. So I have kind of just moved past the cuticle pusher, and now I'm just in love with this pumice stick. So we're gonna go in, do the pumice stick, get up in there, separate the skin from the nail plate, get away all the debris up under there, and then we're gonna go in with our file and etch and remove shine from the nail bed, making sure to get up around the sidewalls and cuticle area well. Good prep equals longer lasting nails. So, like I said, this is not the first tutorial video. I do have another one in the lineup. I wanted to do the original with just the nudes and showing you guys how to apply just the application itself, not doing anything extra. But I lost my phone, so I recorded this one because I wanted another one in the series with, showing that you can encapsulate nail designs with these, and it's super easy. So we're just going to put this one out first because that's how luck would have it, and we're just going to do it the way the universe says. And then, I'm going to come out with the original minute kit tutorial, and hopefully it just doesn't confuse anybody. The tutorial will be up this week. The phone is right in front of me. I just don't like putting too much videos on my computer. I think that's why some of my videos have messed up in the past. So now we're going in and we are going to size these tips, making sure that they fit sidewall to sidewall, leaving space in between the nail bed and the tip for the acrylic. This is a major, major part. People think they're going to cut corners and make their nails look slimmer, thinner by choosing a smaller size for their nails, and all they're doing is creating a weaker nail. So you need to make sure that these tips fit skin to skin from each side without overlapping the skin. It needs to cover your whole nail plate without forcing the tip down. So I don't know if you saw when I went to bend the full cover tip, I bent it near the nail bed area to show you how thin the plastic is up in that area. And I do call it plastic because gel is a form of plastic. It's just a resin. Plastic is a resin. There's just there's just different grades of resin. And this is a better grade resin. Obviously, these are gel tips. They are super, super clear. They are not foggy at all. The clarity of them is why I chose to sell these tips in our minute kits. So the cuticle area is super thin. You can bend it. It's not going to turn white on you. And then the free edge is very thick. You are not going to be able to bend the free edge once these nails are on. But I will always suggest that you reinforce the free edge by putting a little bit of acrylic under it. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I did go and decide that this was going to be an encapsulation video. So I chose a collection from our site. I chose a mermaid's tail and I wanted to do a design with that collection to show you guys that you don't have to stick with just the nudes in the kit. This kit is just to get you started. 4 ounces of monomer doing sets like this is going to last you a very long time. That is the truth. So here we have blowing bubbles, and then we have wet wet, and then we have mermaid scale, and then we have rolling seaweed. So pretty much it was an idea if a mermaid was a pothead, what would we call the acrylics? And then this is optional. I totally push this option though. You definitely should have extra steps in your prep routine, including dehydrator, primer, and then of course we have a Preppy Bitch kit, which includes the primer, dehydrator, and our diamond gel top coat. It's an amazing system, and we have it for sale right now on the site for $25 for all three. Now, if you would just want to get one a piece, they're $10.99 a piece on sale right now. Usually, I think they're about $12.99 a bottle for the primer, dehydrator, or top coat. So it's a really good deal right now for you guys. If you guys would like to get on the site right now, the sale will end this weekend. I think Sunday night at midnight, the sale ends. So our minute kit sells for $70. Our mini minute kit is on sale for $40. Well, our minute kit, our regular size minute kit sells for 75. It is on sale for 70 right now, and that's an amazing deal. You get two nudes, 1 ounce jars of acrylic, full cover gel tips. You get 4 ounces of monomer, a signature Kolinsky brush. It's an amazing deal. And then our mini minute kit is an even more amazing deal. You get 2 ounces of monomer, our 1/2 ounce clear acrylic, and nude covered tips. So it's an even simpler way to get the same idea done. So we went in, we dehydrated our nail bed after prepping and etching the nail bed. We dehydrated and then I went in with one layer of primer and then I went back in again with another layer. Because my nail beds are a little bit overfiled, I don't hold nails as well as I used to. I still hold them great, just my thumb seems to not hold as long anymore. So I go in with a second layer of primer. Now, this is non-acid primer, but make sure you don't get it on your skin. You can still develop allergies. These are chemicals that are not healthy. Okay, so just make sure that you're being cautious of where you apply the primer. Look, I love this girl. This glitter is my favorite. So, how I'm picking it up, and I'm very, very particular on the beads that I pick up. This is Mermaid Scale, and ooh, does she reflect every layer of the sea. I'm telling you. So, how I pick her up is I make sure that I'm picking up tiny, tiny, tiny little like wet beads of glitter. Tiny wet beads. And when I mean tiny, I mean super tiny. I do not want to fill this nail bed. I am taking my time with this. I'm making sure that I keep this as thin as possible, and our acrylic is packed with glitter. So this applies for when you're doing a sculpted nail. Still, just pick up tiny wet beads of the glitter because it's so jam-packed with glitter that you will be able to spread a tiny bead out like crazy. Okay, you'll be able to keep. I hated trying to sculpt nails, and I would pick up the glitter, and because there wasn't a lot of glitter in it, it was like I would just make a thick, it's like it would get thick on me, and then I would try to encapsulate and I would file into the glitter. So for Criminal Claws acrylics, I decided that I was just going to jam pack the acrylic with glitter, and I could just use tiny, tiny beads to keep it really thin. And when I go to encapsulate, I wouldn't have a problem filing back into this glitter. It wasn't an issue. And I love the way it works out for me. So it's more of my brand, my preference, but I really feel this is a superior way to apply glitter acrylic, keeping it thin and being able to add strength on top with the clear. So now I made sure that I had it up on the sidewalls. It's super, super thin. I'm going to go in with a wet bead of clear acrylic to apply this. And when I mean a super wet, tiny bead, you don't want it squeezing out the sides or the free edge, but I can tell you now with acrylic doing it this way, it doesn't matter. It can squeeze out the sides and you don't have to sit there and keep holding the tip down like you do with gel. I feel like this is a way better method, and you can clean it up a lot easier. The acrylic starts to get a little bit soft, and you just scrape it away. It's not like gel, it's not sticky, it doesn't get all over your skin and just stay there, and it doesn't cure like that. You don't have to worry about a lamp. You don't have to sit there and try to hold the tip down while you're putting your finger in a lamp. It's so much easier, and you will see that. This is a way better method for me. I struggled with getting my nails on with gel. This is the way that I like to do it, and I feel like it's way better. So then we go in and we take a very tiny wet bead of acrylic and just kind of brush over the underside of that glitter nail. So no glitter is sticking out, poking anything, or you want to add strength to that edge too. So it's better just to make sure that you go in, cover that glitter with the clear acrylic, and build strength. So now I'm going in with blowing bubbles, and I'm going to do a full nail like this. So this is how you would do it with just our nude acrylic. You would just lay a little pea-size wet bead at the cuticle area, try to spread it out as quick as possible, and then apply it to the nail at a 45-degree angle up near the cuticle area. Don't push it up under your cuticle. You don't want to do that because you have to file it into shape and you don't want to have to file on your skin. So just get it close and then flip your nail over and push down any of the acrylic that squeezes out from the underside. And then we're going to go in with a strength bead where we just fill in the free edge underneath of the tip. And this is what gives us our full nail color, our strength. And do you see, I did the cleanup around the edge. I did it after I laid my free edge, after doing all that work on the free edge. And you're still able to pull that acrylic off. This system is a slow setting system. Our monomer is low odor and it has a sweet scent, and it is a super smooth setting monomer. This monomer helps your acrylic self-level like no other. I love our monomer, and our acrylic system is a slower setting acrylic system. So this is amazing for DIY nail enthusiasts, at home nail techs. This is a great system, and it's slower setting, so it gives you time to be able to work with it and clean it up. Even with the minute kit application, you're going to be able to do a couple things without worrying that your acrylic is hardening super fast on you. That is why I love this system. That's why I made this kit, because I want everybody to be able to do nails at home and enjoy it and love it. So now we are going back in with our mermaid scale and we're going to make an ombre nail. Now, I love glitter ombres, and this was just way too easy. I have sculpted on a form, I have sculpted on a tip, I have done it any way that you could think. Now here, I'm just making sure that I'm getting the fade up near the nail bed. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to talk so fast to get this information out to you guys. So I keep checking, I put it up to my nail bed to make sure that the fade and the glitter is where I want it to be. But this has got to be the easiest ombre that I have ever done. Oh my gosh, you cannot mess this up. You cannot mess this up. So if you look at my towel though, you see all that glitter laying around? That was because I picked up too big of a bead and I wasn't even going to mess with it. I'm not letting this nail get thick because if it gets thick, you can't apply it. There's only so much space in between the tip and your nail bed for acrylic, and if you eat it all up with glitter acrylic, you're not going to be able to apply. So that's why I'm keeping this super thin and being super picky about which beads I use. And I know it looks like it's a waste, but it would really be a waste if I wasn't able to apply the nail. Now, I don't want to scare you. This is just foolproof, okay? If you use judgment, it's just foolproof, okay? And the glitter is super easy to keep thin, so you got this. I promise you that there is nothing to be scared with, especially with our system. It's such a slow set that you'd be able to take this nail back off still within a minute of applying it, and it's not going to give you a hard time, and you'd be able to just redo it if you mess it up. So of course I'm going to go in and I'm going to structurize the underneath of the free edge, but I'm choosing to do it with the blue just because I don't know. I decided that if there was any little gaps in the glitter, I would like it to not be see-through. So I was like, okay, let's just go in with the same color and we got this. So again, I'm going to go in with another just full nail. This is Wet Wet. I went in with the glitter ombre with Wet Wet, and it's a little bit darker than Blowing Bubbles. Not a little bit, it's a lot of bit darker. Because I'm going to do Blowing Bubbles on my ring finger and then Wet Wet on my pointer and my middle finger. The pointer finger is going to have a design, and then the ring finger is going to have scales that I'm going to make out of 3D acrylic. So, of course, we're going to go in, we're going to fill in the free edge with the acrylic, adding our strength. And this is the brush that you're going to get in the kit. This is our brush, and it's so cute. It looks like Jeepers Creepers engraved writing, and it's made in America. It's mahogany wood, handcrafted. It's a beautiful brush. I love our brushes. They're amazing. Um, so now we're going to go in with our thumb, and this is going to be a full nail again. And we're just going to do some rhinestones on this nail. So I figured I would just keep it simple and go in with a full colored nail. Okay, and then again, we're going to go in with a small bead. We're going to spread it out real quick and then apply. Now, if you don't get it, it's where it squeezes out the edge of the nail and you feel like you didn't get enough acrylic up under. You can take this right back off, wipe your nail off, and go again. This is such an easy system, and you don't have to clean up the stickiness of the gel. You don't have to drill. You don't have to have a lamp unless you use a gel top coat, which I'm going to use, and I'm going to go in with gel nail art for Ariel, the Little Mermaid. But, I mean, you don't need a lamp to get these on. You don't need any extra tools except your hands and what we give you at Criminal Claws. Hey, how are you doing? I'm Sierra. Are you new here? Forgot this part. No. I am Sierra. I'm the CEO at Criminal Claws. I have been jabbing away and forgot to tell you, hi, how are you? It's so nice to have you here. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We will be cranking out videos every week, all week long, doing our best. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, hey girl. I I done my best, I swear. I told you guys I would get a minute kit tutorial out and I got her out. It's not the one that I wanted, but it's the one that you're getting because it's the one that I got. I gotta do a whole nother video. So I'm so excited though, you guys. I hope you guys take a chance on this kit. I hope you guys come to criminalclaws.com and check out all of our beautiful acrylic. Oh, and look at these. These are finished, filed, and buffed, ready for nail art. I go in with little 3D acrylic scales. So I'm going to top coat this nail, right? I'm going to use a shimmer that we have on the site. This is our Blue Moon pigment, and it like shimmers blue and purple. It's so pretty. It's an Aurora pigment. It's so so I'm going in with our top coat and I'm going to cure this for only 10 seconds so that it's still a little bit soft and I can rub the pigment into it. So once I start rubbing the pigment, my nails are so long, I have to go in with our silicone tool, which I usually just use my finger, but I can't get my finger in there because of the nails on my other hand. So this was super frustrating. I would never use the silicone tool to apply this. Using your finger is just way easier to burnish it in. And by burnishing it, I mean that you need to make sure that it is all over the nail and just rub a dub dub. Rub as much as possible and to get it to be shiny and flat, just like a mirror almost. You want it to be smooth. So yeah, I would have never done it like this. So I just dumped it on the nail. I used the silicone tool as a shovel and just kind of shoveled it out and dumped it on the nail and then used my finger. So I'm making sure that I get up around that cuticle area really well because I want it to be cohesive, right? Yeah, so just being mindful of my design, I made sure that I got it all over everything that is blue. And then I'm going to top coat again, and then we're going to etch the surface where we apply the acrylic scales, and bada bing, bada boom, we're done. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to let you guys go here. This is just the nail art. The video is almost over. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't been to criminalclaws.com, definitely go check us out. Our acrylics are amazing. Our monomer is even more amazing. Our entire system is even more amazing. Everything, our brushes, our primer, dehydrator, top coat, we have the full lineup. We are a one-stop shop. We have nail art. We got everything that you can need if you are a professional, if you are a beginner. We have so many options to help people out. That's what we are in the business of, getting people interested in nail art. The reason I love these minute kits is because I can apply a set of nails in 15 minutes. That's all the longer this takes. And I can start on my nail art. Sorry, I got a phone call. But anybody that knows me knows that I'm in this for the nail art, and I love getting to do amazing and intricate designs, whether it's hand painted, whether it's 3D, acrylic. I don't care. As long as it's like just me getting that time to just play around and focus. I just love art in general. I do. So that's what it's about for me. And I love you guys. I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you. If you're here, subscribe. All right. Bye, guys.